team's having a barbecue tomorrow. You guys gotta come.
Yeah, sure. Let me ask Bree, make sure she's cool with it.
Wait.
You need Bree's permission?
No, I don't need her permission, but you know, like...
Lame.
My name is Rachel Furch, and I am with Screen Rant. So great to talk with you guys.
Well, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Well, to start off, Branden, I'm going to start with you because we have to talk about that giant twist at the season 1 finale. Yeah. Evan hooked up with Lucy while he was with Bree. What can you tease about how that secret will affect him and his relationships going into season 2?
Yeah, I think Evan will be very stressed this season. And I think he'll be figuring out how to deal with it. And yeah, I guess we'll have to see how he deals with it. But yeah, he's going to be very stressed this season.
Well, on the other side of things, Spencer, Wrigley and Pippa had a falling out at the end of season 1. And, it was hard to watch because there's clearly love between them. What is their dynamic going to look like moving forward?
I think it's more interesting to watch because they're gonna, they are, we have a lot of scenes together in 2, and I think in season 1 they had an idea of who they were, a front up the whole time, and they kind of have to be more open with each other. And I think they kind of see each other for the first time a little bit in season 2, if that makes sense.
And then Thomas, we know from the season 2 trailer that your character is going to have a romance with Lucy. So what can you share about that dynamic, and the role that Leo is going to play in this very complicated web of lies, let's say?
Yes, he does. He has this romantic relationship with Lucy. But obviously he's a new character and he's new to this toxicity of his group of people, coupled with his own endeavors to become a better person, coupled with Steven kind of lingering constantly in the background, physically and in the background of Lucy's mind. And so, yeah, it becomes very tumultuous, right?
I mean,
with her struggles, I guess, with what Steven's done to her.
Well, Branden, to come back to you, Evan kind of goes off a little bit in season 1. He says that none of these characters are actually his friends. So I'm curious, do you feel that this was just something that he was saying in the moment out of anger, or are these real beliefs that are going to continue to present themselves as the show goes on?
That is a great question. I think you get caught up in the moment, and I think sometimes truth comes out, but I think it comes out before you're ready to tell it and you're ready to deal with it. And I think what happens is Evan is figuring out how to deal with it and how to deal with the emotions that he feels, but he doesn't probably know how to articulate well and stuff, and doesn't know what to do with the emotions. So yeah.
And then Spencer, we got to go back to Wrigley because he's kind of going through it. He had a pretty bad injury at the end of last season that has kept him off of the football team. How is he coping? What can you share about his future plans moving forward?
Yeah. He fell off a house.
He did. It was rough.
And he, and he's dealing with the stuff with his brother. So that's a big one too. But I think when it comes to the broken leg, I think his whole identity has been the kind of the popular football star, and that's been, swept out from under him, and it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with that. He doesn't deal with it well, but it'll be fun.
right, fingers crossed for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Thomas, there are always changes from script to screen. And with this being a new character, how do you feel that your character evolved as you started filming? I mean, did you bring anything to him that wasn't necessarily on the page or the script when you first read it?
I mean, Megan and Victoria and the other writers, and it was very good. It was okay. It was definitely there. It was a fleshed out character. But Megan is such a wonderful showrunner. She's not opposed to an actor bringing their own thing. And I mean, I talk about my own kind of past and how that related to Leo and trying to incorporate that into the character. And at times it felt very cathartic as well, because there is so much similarity between us. But it was just a really, really well written character. And yeah, that's all I have to say on that.
Well, I'm excited to meet him. And it looks like it is about time for me to wrap. So I'll get out of your guys' hair. But thanks so much for chatting with me today.
Thank you, Rachel. It was lovely talking to you.
Bye, Rachel.
You too. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Very good. So what are we doing tonight?
Abington versus Shemp. Assumption, inference, role play, weakening.